Hello students, in C++ we shall go for another topic, that is modular programming. So as I have told, in C++ almost all the syntaxes are inherited from the C. Okay, so the same way you can declare the variables, same way you can use the input the variables, in the same way you can display. Okay, only instead of printf and scanf you are going to use cout and cin. Format specifier is not in necessary. Okay, like for percentage d percentages. Okay, so void main will be always there. Hash include system is there. So instead of stdio.h, so we'll use iostream.h. Okay, math.h will be there, string.h will be there, stdi lib will be there, everything will be there, and the same software can be used in order to build and execute C++ program. This modular programming is nothing but it's a process of splitting of a large program into small manageable tasks and designing them independently is known as modular programming or divide and conquer technique. Okay, so you know all this divide and conquer technique in the data structure, okay, using C. Okay, so instead of writing a lengthy program, a bulk program, so what you can do is you can logically divide that one. Okay, so main program will be always there, so go for the sub programs or go for user defined functions. Okay, so depending upon your necessity. Similarly here, you can go for splitting of a large program into small manageable tasks. Small manageable tasks. So suppose if your program has 3 or 4 different types of manageable tasks, then instead of grouping all in one program, means all in wide main, so you can go for dividing or splitting into different user defined functions. C++ allows user to work with functions, set of program statements that can be processed independently, that is function, like in other languages called subroutines or procedures. In some other programming language you can say subroutines, procedures will be there. Okay, so later in the next year you will have the visual basic programming language, in that we'll call this one as procedures, sometimes subroutines also. Okay, the advantages of functions, especially C++, of course in all programming languages: elimination of redundant codes. Elimination of redundant codes. Elimination means reducing, of course. Redundant means duplicate. Redundant means duplicate. Okay, suppose if you want to execute a particular function or particular, say, 15 lines of statements for 50 times, 15 lines of statements for 50 times, you need to copy and paste, copy paste, copy paste it. So automatically the program will be bulker or increased, okay, larger. So instead of that one, you specify or you design that particular 15 lines in a separate user defined function and name it as something xyz, and whenever you require, you just call it. You call the abc function. So whenever you call, all those 15 lines will be executed, but physically those 15 lines will be in only once, even in class or object code. Okay, so it reduces the redundant code. Second one, easier to debug. Suppose if you find any mistake or error in particular area, so you need not to go through or trace the entire program. You just trace in only in that particular area in which it is giving error. Suppose, say, if you have swap function, if you have factorial function, if you have gcd function, if you have sort function or find function in a particular program, if it is giving some error in find, so you go for find function only. No need to go for sort or any other else. Okay, reduction in the size of the code, of course. Okay, so 15 lines of statements for 50 times means 15 into 5, 750. 750 lines of code will be reduced to just 15 lines. So automatically reduction in the size of the code then leads to reusability of the code. So whenever you are calling the function again and again, So that means you are using the same code again and again. Say there will be a factorial function, user defined function in your program. In your program you are using the same function for 5 times. Means you want to calculate the factorial of 5, 3, 10, 7, like that, any other. So each time you are calling that factorial function with different values. Every time, so these 15 lines or this factorial function code will be replaced, substituted. But physically it is only 3 or 4 or few lines. But how many times you can call that, or any number of times you can call it. Okay, so it leads to reusability. This type of facility, whenever you call, automatically those lines will be executed. This is called reusability. Achievement of procedure abstraction. So this is nothing but technically it is the main or important achievement of procedure abstraction. So abstraction is nothing but grouping necessary informations into one particular unit. Okay, so I hope this is sufficient for today. Thank you.